Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Plays the Dragon Disciple, where I am back here in Sharn, investigating the next round relating to this Soul Splitter device I've been hearing about. Ah, yes, you're the one who stopped the attack on the Warforged rally. That's all everyone in Underlane is talking about. Good to meet you. I'm Enil Norwith, an inquisitive from Underlane. Swap hired me to look into the orc who led that raid. I've been scouring the neighborhood, talking to all of his known associates. I've managed to track down his immediate boss, a half-orc the neighbors say he was supposed to meet the night after the rally. Someone should have a talk with this bloke. Someone who's ready to fight. In other words, someone who looks like a cat, right? Okay, tell me who this person is and where they live. The half-orc's name is Toch Ingeth, and he lives in an apartment in Underlane. You should hurry if you wish to catch him, though. If he has any brains at all, he'll have figured out that there will be people after him. Alright, I'll go to the warp side access lift to Underlane neighborhood and investigate. Yep. Next round. Back to the Underlane.
You've reached the residential complex the Inquisitive told you about. Now to find the people responsible for the kidnappings.
Well, I have a feeling some people are going to try to make that difficult for me. What's this way?
The splintered remains of the door suggest that you may not be the only one looking for this kidnapper.
Oh, wonderful. Ooh, there's a page here. Toch, remember, if anything goes wrong with the operation, the emergency meetup point is at the central gate. It should be secure. I've hired some local toughs to guard it, and make sure that only our people get through. Agnor.
The torn page you found points you to your next destination, the gate in the central tower of Underlane.
Well, let's make sure there's nothing here first before I head out. Oops. Agnor. I've gone to the Old South Fort to make preparations for the soul splitting. Meet me in the hideout once you have the Warforged. We should be able to process them quickly. There's plenty of space. One of the advantages of running an operation in this rundown neighborhood. Toch. Well then, where to next? Yeah, you've already checked out this side. Underlane resident. They say this was once the most populated part of the city. Now it's a ghost town. 12. Why are they using Roman numbers? No idea. Alright, well then, let's just go through this maze and see what's inside. Ooh, not the best part of the
Things seem
neighborhood.
strangely quiet as you enter the Underlane neighborhood.
Strangely quiet. I have to keep an eye out to make sure that I don't...
Some of the locals look up as you approach, then start heading your way.
Yeah. This is what I was expecting. Okay, nothing like flying gnolls. Alright, let's see what we got here. Do I want to go downstairs or do I want to stay up here? Read the notes, find the central gate. Nothing here. Is this just a red herring? Or you need to find the most useful of the doors? Or just trying to add color? Or even an optional? Oh, one of those quests! It's gonna be one of those quests. Alright, gotcha. Nope. Warforged have been disappearing all over this neighborhood, though I can't say if most people care much. Yeah, I've gotten that impression. Sometimes I feel like half the people don't care and the other half are in on it. Alright, so continue on in this direction then? According to my quest guide here, it says I need to find the central gate, I need to find...
This area seems to be a part of the city's massive water purification system.
I need to find 3 more crests. No, no crests in there. So we go up this side first.
Another group of ruffians singles you out and heads your way.
Well, they found the wrong person to single out, that's for sure. Okay. Well, that's not particularly useful. I'm gonna hope that I can get in there later on after dealing with somebody here. Of course, it could just be an optional chest. When things get rough in this part of town, well, you just look the other way. Yeah, I had a feeling it was one of those neighborhoods.
Frightened faces disappear from nearby windows as another band of ruffians calls you out. Someone's intent on stopping you.
Yeah, I got that impression. And I'm intent on stopping that. You lost or something? Uh-huh. In other words, get lost! If you're not lost already, get lost. Yeah. Get that all the time, don't I? Warforged? What about him? Yep, never heard of the word Warforged. Ooh. An iron key. I wonder if it opens up a certain lock we recently passed. So you're just passing through, are you? Yeah, like I'm just passing through a cul-de-sac. Yeah, when does it doesn't pass through a cul-de-sac? Okay, let's see. What's this way?
You enter the central tower of Underlane, only to find your path blocked by even more ruffians.
Well, then we'll give them a rough time. Wait, oh, I got 2 bells on that one. A double bell. All right. Now I'm sure at least one of those crests are going to be...
Thugs in ragged clothes and battered armor guard the central tower gate.
Yeah. They've really decided They're going to do everything in the world to keep me from getting there. Okay, fine. You want to die? I can gladly. Oh yeah, I forgot about those things. Okay, fine. You're next.
A thud cries. Don't let them get to the old South Fort! But too late, for all of his comrades are dead.
Oh, let's not worry about that. Okay, we've got... where's the other one? Probably off somewhere else then. We'll just have to assume it's somewhere else. So, backtrack time? There is this little corner right here I haven't checked yet. A little bit of a inner curve. With this one set of thugs, it looks like. Alright, that's for good measure. Now, it looks like I've taken care of everything here. I'll be back as soon as I figure out how to open that gate. Ah, here's where I wanted to check. I want to see whether or not this key opens up this lock. I suppose it might be a little bit easier if you are playing a class that... one of these. Well, actually, you go here. You stand here. And I'll see what I can do about redirecting these things. And just be happy that I have good saving throws, right? Okay, good. Actually, I don't know if you actually get damaged by these. I know that there are some adventures where you can get... Yeah, you can get damaged by it. I can get killed by it! Okay, that was not smart. One resurrection later. Thank you. Okay, now this I'm pretty sure is that crest that I picked up earlier and that now I dropped because of my little unfortunate test. Now, you know, I knew it would hurt, but I thought my good saving throws would keep me from taking too much damage at a time, but obviously I grossly miscalculated that. Interesting. So oops. Oh, okay. I'm being cautious with these things now. Alright, so... Hello! Giving that thing a much wider berth than I was at the beginning. Okay. Warforged? Okay, that's a green. Okay, that's a green button. Okay, that's one of those two on. So I guess I turn it around. Jump over that. Ooh. Sorry to make you jump through that. Okay. You stay here while I do... Oh. How'd you throw me a heal so that if I miscalculate here, I at least have some hope of surviving it? Hey, let's... what am I missing here? Why is that locked? Oh! It's time to play Simon Says again! Oh boy. Oh well. Alright, that's one round. It gets tougher when you're doing it while recording. Unless they do something silly like that. Good. Alright. Simon Says do something silly. Alright, now. How about... Okay, that's perfect. What, another set? Boy, they are really in on their security. Now, how does this one work? Because there must be something else around here. Alright, that has two of those, so I must go to either side again. Right. Or does it go to the next level? It looks like I'm going to need some experimentation here. Tricky! Those doors are on the same lock as these doors. Ooh! That's tricky. Oops. You. Alright, so we throw this one. Oh, they are just so sneaky on this one. That means this... I hope it's not another game of Simon Says. No, it's a tile puzzle. Well... Okay, I'm assuming I can't do that until I get through all of this. Now, why is there a red signal crystal in the middle of this? And do I need to hit the red signal crystal, or am I supposed to avoid it? That's sort of a good question. Alright, now let's see how you can go on either side of this. Up here. Up here. Okay. Well, it looks like I obviously can go through here. Well, I guess I'm going to find out the hard way whether this is the proper way or not. Actually, if something's going to be done the hard way, you can stay there. Though I've already shown that the things in this area don't necessarily respect having good saving throws. Alright. Okay. Okay, well, I guess that answers my question. And that's open. No, that's where I came from. This is where I'm going. It looks like it has a derpy happy face on it. That's the side, not the front. Okay. And you. Ah. Ooh, a chest. I did all that for a lousy chest. Oh well. See, I have 2 crests left. I have 2 crests. I'm just making sure that I really have 2 crests. I thought that crest I picked up earlier was just picking up the same one I lost her. Well, hope it didn't lose count because of that little incident. Okay, which crest do I have right now? I have the crest of the sword. Alright, I'll put the crest of the sword right over here. That way we can have a nice little area which to go. Now, I was expecting there to be something more useful in this room. What did I miss? Search it! I've decided to head back to that gate and see if anything's changed over there. That's the configuration it was on before? Well, so it still means I still need to find some other switch around here. Maybe there's a switch in this neighborhood, and I was just assuming that I had to go elsewhere. Now, does that take care of it? Yes, it does. Alright, where next?
Still more thugs block the passage out of the central tower area. They do love their bottlenecks.
Yeah, that's for sure. Give me a bottleneck and I will set up an ambush there. When in doubt, set an ambush. Okay. Oh, a note. Toch, remember, we expect you to deliver the Soul Split Warforged on schedule. Failure will not be tolerated. Not by me, and especially not by those who finance my enterprise. It would be foolish to disappoint me. It would be sheer madness to disappoint the Arum? The Arum? What does the Arum have to do with all of this? Alright. Okay.
The gate to this small dwarf community is bolted shut.
Alright. Bolted shut. Is there a way for me to get up there? Maybe one of those, one of those hovering devices? And we did run to some gnolls earlier that were using them. Alright. You're willing to die? I could accommodate you quite willingly. Soul Split Warrior. Mission failure. Oh boy.
This group looks far more determined to stop you. You must be getting close.
Yeah. Okay, getting close.
You approach the entrance to a fortified tower. Could this be the old South Fort the thugs were referring to?
No idea. We'll have to deal with this. Contract Overseer. Dead Overseer. Okay, so... Source-led share program. Trillion Ravenwing. Thanks! They were threatening to kill me if I put any of these source leads in the neighborhood. I don't know what they have against convenient public transportation. Well, you're safe now. Best to get out of here. Thank you. I'll go put out the source sleds. Well, I was wondering how I was going to get one.
The door is sealed by 4 magical sockets, recently installed by the looks of them. Perhaps you can find their crests back in the Underlane neighborhood.
Well, there's a sword. Let me make sure that I don't have another one. Right. It says... Find 2... Oh, no. Did I find one at some point and drop it at some random spot? Or is it miscounting? Well, no. Oh, what does this note say? Introducing the Source-Led Share Program, a part of the city's effort to alleviate the effects of want in Sharn's less advantaged neighborhoods. Feel free to borrow these source leads, then return them to one of the designated source lead stations after use. Please do not remove them from the neighborhood. Defaulters are subject to fines up to 5,000 gold piece and or 10 years in prison. A joint effort by House Caneth and the Sharn City Council. Okay, so... In other words, they'll just suddenly stop working if I attempted to use it, most likely. Okay, let's see, what's down here?
The dank stench of sewage fills the air.
Well, I guess the answer is that question. But I'm sure there are possibilities of crests in the area, so I am going to have to put up with the sewage.
The pipe opens up into a massive catch basin. You can hear the distant echoes of movement. The air grows suddenly hot, and whispers fill the area.
Oh, I was expecting an Orpheus, not a forge raid. Raid forge.
The forge raid lets out a wail, and the refuse in the basin begins to stir.
Oh, there's gonna be one here. Okay. Okay, that's one gone.
With a final, keening wail, the Forge Wraith dissipates.
Well, okay. I was still expecting an Oglioch to jump in after that. But maybe I'm just overly jumpy. Okay, so now, how do I get out of here? Is there a ladder behind this? Yes, there is. Now, I don't think cats are exactly known for their joy of getting wet. So I guess the other direction to see what's down there.
The fetid water flows through the grate, pouring into the sewers below.
Maybe best not to go that way. Alright. Well, I guess that was just there to fight a couple of forge raids. I will investigate this area on foot a little bit before I head up into the upper areas. I'm pretty sure that's the intent, to go up in the upper areas eventually. I mean, otherwise, why start putting down convenient little source sleds all over the place? Underlane resident. Okay, let's see what we got here. More things to fight, most likely. Whoops-a-daisy. Well. Okay. With the change in the music there, I was thinking, oh, am I going to have something else to fight over here? You? Okay.
The magic crystal seems to be purifying the water as it flows by.
Oh. Okay. So that's their sewer processing system. Sewage process. Whatever, I'm sure I'll get to the right word eventually. Their sewage treatment plant. Let's say it put that way. Oh, there you are. Surely there's got to be... There has to be somewhere around some place a nice crest. Right? Anybody got a crest? No, none up here. Ooh, we got a couple interesting things up ahead. First, let's take this little corner.
A cacophony of whirring machinery echoes up from below. The elevator gate is locked tight.
Well, I suppose that means for now I can't go that way. Who knows what the future will bring. Nothing that way. Another closed elevator? Return to the cliffside docks. No, I don't think that's a good idea at the moment. Alright, I guess it's time for a little flying. Oh, I forgot how to run these things. Alright, so see what we can do up in the rafters or whatever these things are. Whoops, daisy. Apparently I'm not the only one using these things. Well, they seem to have the higher ground advantage. Let's bump these. Okay, good. Oh, a crest! Yay! Assuming I can pick it up. Alright, that's our second crest. Alright, so any place else where I could find something. Okay, up here. Up in the sky we see. Alright. Fortunately, I do not see much in the way of other items up here. Obviously, I can't leave the neighborhood with this thing. Actually, anything here that could be useful? Nothing here. No, just decoration. So now we do have that dwarven neighborhood, and I was wondering if that could be a useful place to go. And oh yeah, yes, the vegetable garden. Alright, dishway. Oh, guess I might as well put the. This is the sickle, right? Okay, it's 2. The other 2 I still need to find. Around here, up around here. Oh. Oh, there's a convenient spore sled right next to the neighborhood that I couldn't access. Okay. Expected, of course. But is there anything here, or is this just sort of a bluff here? It could have been a bluff. Oh, you thought this was going to be useful? No, of course not. Oh well. Let's see if I can find any more. Any more crests around here? Hold on. Did I see something here? What's this? Oh, remember that we expect you to deliver the souls for Warforged on schedule. Actually, didn't I read that one already? Oh, because that's the one that talked about the Arum. And this is exiting the neighborhood, or no, we're still in the neighborhood. All right. Up and away. Whoops-a-daisy. Looks like I found company. I think I also found that there is something potentially useful there. It looks like a crest. Alright. And you? Oops. Never was good at this 3D fighting. There you go. Goodbye, bye. Oopsie daisy. Oh, the kukri. Okay, that is. That. Oh. Let's see with the gargoyle while we're here. Now. Which way was I supposed to go now? I guess I'll just install the latest one. This was supposed to be the kukri. That leaves the hammer. Now the question is, did I miss the hammer earlier? Did I pick up the hammer and then lose it that time I was going into that earlier mess? But I don't know. Is there some sort of bug? Ooh, I found no more crests. It looks like I found more nulls. Maybe that means I'm near the crest? Oh my, it does. Well. Oh. Why do the gargoyles always decide to land? Now let's see if I can remember how to get out of this place. Let's see. Alright, we got over here, up here. This is into the central area. That takes me out into... I think I'm getting into the neighborhood where I could find that gate. Who knows? I'm sure I'll find all sorts of neat ways to get lost along the way. No, not that way. Ah! Here it is. Now, what's inside once we...
As the fort door opens, you can hear frightened whispers ahead.
Frightened whispers? People they are tormenting, or are they afraid of me? I suppose if I got this far, they're not... Alright. Well, what have we got here? Oh. Nah, let's not worry about that yet.
You open the gate, but the Warforged trapped inside don't seem to notice.
Alright, so they haven't been programmed yet.
You open the prison gate. Several Warforged murmur thanks as they bolt for the door, yet others just stand there, motionless.
Okay, well... Similar to that.
So, you're the ones disrupting my operations.
Yep.
You don't look so tough.
We'll see about that. Oh, let's get rid of whoever is casting these magic missiles on me. That probably wasn't the best place in which to cast that spell. Now you? Toch Ignat.
The half-orc collapses from his injuries with a wordless moan.
Wordless moan, so we don't get any last words from him taunting us? Talking about the Arum and all that? Too bad. Alright.
Torture equipment and strange machinery fills this room.
Toch, I've sent you a selection of arcane assistants to use as soul splitters. Vaunt may be gone, but his device still has its uses. Who would have dreamed that his gadget can be used to strip away the very soul? It's only thanks to our Arnhem contacts that we learned of this ability. Send the Soul Split Warforged and the Soul Containment Vessels to headquarters as soon as the operation is complete. I have need of both. So, V is not Vaunt then, because I was assuming at first that V was vaunted at their old notes. But no. V is someone else, a new V. And that person who is in charge with all of this. Too bad I didn't find the last two notes, but I think I'm out of here. This gets messier and messier. Oh, sorry to say it, but it sounds like the half-orc was just another Underlane. We're not any closer to the higher-ups behind all this. Still, we're building up an overall picture. We know that these people are kidnapping Warforged, then using the device to literally steal their souls. Then the Soul Split Warforged are being put back out into the streets as pliable servants. This isn't some crazy cultist or a lone lunatic. Crazy as it sounds, it appears to be a business. Well, thanks to your help, we'll keep on digging. Alright, if it's a business, we should find out where the Warforged are being sold and deal with them very quickly. Shocking hand wraps of tendon slice. I wonder if that would be a useful set. Well, I can always check it out. Well, what's next? I'm afraid we're going to have to find that out in the next episode of Piney Plays The Dragon Disciple.